Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today I'll be doing a haul on a couple of matte lipsticks. I have the NYX matte lingerie line. I also have the Milani Amore matte line. And I also have Kaepop. So today I'll be swatching these colors from the 3 different lines on my lips, and then I'll also be comparing and contrasting some of the colors that are very similar across the 3 lines. Also want to note that I picked shades in all the 3 lines that I felt best complement brown skin, so you'll note that as I go through the swatches. Okay, so I'll be hopping right into doing the NYX swatches, but just a disclaimer, please do not judge the state of my eyebrows. I have a special occasion coming up next week, so I have been holding off getting my eyebrows done until the very last moment because I want my eyebrows to be slayed and fresh. So right now I'm kind of in an in-between state, so I hope you will excuse me and understand. Okay, so starting with the NYX lingerie line, I really like this matte lipstick. It has a great moussey texture and it dries matte without feeling super drying, and that's a rarity with matte lipsticks. And so for $6 a lipstick, you really cannot beat that. Okay, so for the next NYX lingerie color, Ruffle trim, you will need a brown lip liner so you don't get that chalky, ashy look with a lighter, lipstick. So I will be using today, I'll be using NYX brown lip liner, and then I will layer this on top. Okay, so next we'll be talking about the Colourop Kaepop line, and I got the colors Kae and Rooch. I love the colors. I think they're really nice, on-trend, vampy colors. I think that the formula for Kae is a little bit better than the formula for Rooch, although I like the color Rooch more than I like the color Kae for my skin tone. I feel like Rooch, sometimes you have to be careful how many layers you put on of it because it can start to like peel. But the color is amazing. Kae, I like it's a nice brown, and the formula is a little bit better in that it doesn't really get that peeling or flaking characteristic. So I'll swatch both of these and kind of let you guys get a feel for how it looks on the lip. so this is what the color K looks like when it dries. It dries darker than when it's initially put on, so I wanted to show you the after dry effect, just so you can compare and contrast the difference in shade from when you first put it on versus once it's dry and set. Okay, my overall thoughts on the Amore matte lipsticks from Milani is that in comparison to the NYX lingerie, they're not as moussey. They're a little bit more of a thin consistency. And when they dry matte, they are a little bit more chapping of the lips. Today I'll be swatching one color from the new line, which is Loved, and then I will also be swatching from the old Amore matte lip line, Beloved and Crush. And the reason why I'm kind of swatching some of these older colors is that they're very similar to a couple of colors from these new lines. So it's a nice opportunity to kind of just compare and contrast, and also to try and share this so you're not making any duplicate purchases of colors that are very similar. Okay, so the Milani Amore matte lipsticks in Loved and Beloved are very similar to the NYX lingerie lipstick in the color Exotic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Loved on this side, Beloved on this side, and I'm going to put the NYX lingerie lipstick in the middle so that you can kind of see how the three colors compare to each other. Okay, so this is Loved, and I'm going to put this on this side of my lip. This one is Beloved, the Milani Beloved. So between the two Milani Amore matte shades, Loved and Beloved, I like the more recent hue of Love. I feel like it's more of a warm color and more pigmented, which I think looks nicer and more complementary on brown skin. It kind of avoids that chalky kind of look, and so between the two, I think that Loved is the better color. In between Milani Amore Matte Loved and NYX Exotic, I like the formula of NYX a little bit more than I do the Milani, but if it's a pure price point argument, you can get the same look and the same hue for less with NYX and a really nice formula that's a comfortable matte for the lips that's not drying. Alright, two other colors that are very similar would be the Milani Amore Matte and Crush and the Colourop Kaepop line in Rouge. I swatched Rouge and realized that it's very similar to Crush. So again, if it's a price point argument, you can get the Colourop for $6 and the Amore Matte is $8.99. So if it's a pure price point and you want the same look, Colourop is less expensive, But at the same time, I feel like the Amore matte is a better formula. If you recall earlier in the video, I mentioned how the Colourpop Rouge tends to be streaky and a little peely, and the Milani Amore matte and Crush is less peely and not peely or streaky at all. So it really just depends on what's more important. If you're a formula person, I would suggest Milani. If you're a price point person and you don't really care about some areas in the formula, then you would pick Colourpop Kaepop Rouge. Alright, so I'm going to swatch both of these colors. I'm going to put the Milani Crush on this side, and I'm going to put Colourpop Kaepop Collection Rouge on this side, so you can see the comparison of the colors. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. For more, join us on social.